guinea pig. And a lot of people know all about guinea pigs because here in the U.S. they love to keep them as pets.
Yeah, and I saw that movie G-Force. They can talk and do all kinds of special agent stuff. Yeah,
almost. Yeah, well, this guy can't talk quite, but they're from South America. They are a rodent, and in South America they actually keep them a lot as food. People will keep them in their kitchen and they'll use them as food. But here in America, North America, we don't actually use them for that. We use them a lot as pets.
They eat the guinea pigs.
Yes, they do.
They keep them in the kitchen. It runs around all cute, and then.
Yep. Well, they usually keep them in cages, usually in the back or something like that. So, yep. So they'll eat them. They're a very good meat source there in South America because they don't have all the bigger animals. They don't, if they can't keep cattle or things like that, they can keep guinea pigs as food. I myself wouldn't eat this cute little guy.
Aw, he is cute.
Isn't he adorable? Just born about a month ago at our zoo.
Now, how big will he get?
He will get just a little bit bigger. He's still growing a little bit, but he has shot up in the last month or so. So like I said, he's only been born for about a month. And he was about the size of a quarter, maybe a little bit bigger when he was born.
Oh, geez,
and they
that's
just
small.
shoot up. Yep. And they are precocial, which means that they're born with their eyes open, fur on their body and everything. So they were born just like they look like as adults, and then what happens is they just shoot up in size, because if they don't shoot up quick, they might get eaten.
So he was born with fabulous hair is what you're saying?
Yes, he was. Yes, and he has a great hairdo.
It looks like he's got like a little blowout there. I like it.
Yeah, he's adorable.
Okay, and we have a third animal, correct?
We do. Let me grab him real quick. He's a special one. I like him a lot.
Milo's getting pruned here. Getting a nice cleaning. You're just happy to be out, aren't you, Milo?
He really likes doing this.
What are you doing exactly? You're just like kind of picking some feathers off there?
Yeah, when his new feathers grow in, they have a little sheath that grows around them. So typically in the wild, when they're bonding with each other, they'll groom that sheath off of each other, or he'll groom it off of his body feathers, but it's awfully hard to get to the top of his head to do that, so sometimes we'll do that for him.
Alright, now in the studio, that looks like the weirdest snake I've ever seen in my life.
I tell you what, yeah, a lot of people say that, but you wouldn't believe it, this is actually a legless lizard. Now, most people, they say, whenever I say that, they go, aren't snakes just legless lizards? But there are a couple differences. For one, lizards have ear openings on the outside of their body, so there's a hole right behind his head, which is actually his ear opening, and snakes don't have that. They don't have an outer ear opening. Also, lizards can blink. So this little guy here, he can blink, and snakes cannot. They actually just have a scale over their eye that protects their eye from things that can get inside.
Is he pretty fast?
He actually, you know what, he's not actually that fast. What's funny is when he moves around, a lot of times he'll roll. He's not as good at slithering as snakes
like a barrel
are.
roll,
Yeah,
kinda.
so he'll do a barrel roll, and a lot of times when I'm holding him, he'll actually just start rolling, because that's another way to get away from predators that want to try to eat him.
Does he have like a large tongue like a snake kind of like deal?
He has a pretty good sized tongue, and he'll use it to smell just like snakes do, because a lot of lizards and snakes use their tongue to smell, but he doesn't have an overly large tongue. So he usually eats things like cockroaches and small mice and things like that he can find down in holes and burrows. So
he's kind of laying there. He's just chill out, like not really doing anything.
Yeah.
He's not flipping around.
No, he's not doing much. He's actually very calm today. He might be cold. Since he's cold-blooded like snakes and reptiles, if they get cold, they actually get very lethargic and they don't move around too much. So,
but he doesn't have any legs at all.
Nope, and that's why we call him. His name is Legolas. Actually,
that poor guy.
Yeah. But he still gets around pretty well. So this is actually his tail. If you look where my fingers are, his tail is actually about half of his body length. And what's really cool is they're sometimes called glass lizards because their tail, when they get caught by their tail, it can break off. And it can actually break off in several different places. And so there's a myth that if you drop these guys, they'll shatter like glass. And their tail will actually keep wiggling on the ground.
Can he regrow it, though?
He will regrow it. It won't be the same, and it might actually be even a little different bit of a color, but he'll regrow it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I've never seen a legless lizard, nor did I understand, or did I know that any of those exist in the wild.
We actually have them in Indiana too, so which a lot of people don't.
There you go. Milo's still making a little noise. We had some classes that we wanted to talk about going on to the Columbian Park Zoo that are coming up that you can sign up for. And what exactly do we have coming up?
Well, we've got a couple different things coming up for a couple different age groups. We teach Saturday classes the second Saturday of every month. They're called Little Cub Club classes, and they're for ages for 3 to 5, and they focus on a different species of animal we have at the zoo. The next one coming up in February will be owl, so the kids will come in and we'll teach them about owl, we'll do crafts, they'll meet one of the owls that live at the zoo. We just got done doing porcupine. Last month we got some other animals coming up, like we're going to teach them about llamas, parrots, toads, pigs, dogs, lots and lots of different animal species. And then for some of the older kids, we have spring breaks coming up for a lot of the local school systems for a couple different ages that we have. And those will be during the West Lafayette Community School spring break camp, and it'll be full day for ages 7 to 10. So from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. daily for that entire week from March 14th through the 18th. Then we'll also have a separate spring break camp for Tippecanoe and Lafayette school corporations on March 28th through April 1st, and that will also be from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily. That will also be for ages 7 to 10. Now, we're trying out something new this year, and we're doing one-day mini camps for some of those vacation days that kids get in schools just for one day. So we're having one on Monday, February 21st for President's Day called Animal Inventors. That will be a full day camp from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m., and that'll be from ages 7 to 11. And then for Earth Day, on Friday, April 22nd, we're also going to hold another mini camp called Earth Day Every Day, and that will be also from 9 to 4 p.m. daily, or just for that day, and then that'll be for ages 7 to 10 as well. You can also add extended care if you need to drop off or pick up later or earlier during that day as well. Also during any of the camp days for spring break camp.
Okay, and where can people sign up for these?
You can actually go online at the Columbian Park Zoo website at www.columbianparkzoo.org, and all the registration forms are online.
He just stares at me, unblinking. Quick Milo staring contest, you and me, go.
I think he must have grabbed a hold of that camera.
Ah, you won again.
Whenever they see what's going on, say cockatoo. Hi Milo.
Hello.
Hello, good bird.